This is the card I have sold for the most money ever. And this card made me more. Not more attention, because this card got so much more attention it's not even funny. This card made me more money. And when I first started Rookie Heat AU 6 months ago, I couldn't have told you that because I was focused on the wrong number. And what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to put both of these on the screen in the actual dashboard that I run Rookie Heat AU on and show you the one column that decides everything. So you're going to see for yourself which card wins and by how much. And at the end of this video, you're going to realize that the number that you're most proud in and the number that actually matters to you is not the same one. So if you haven't seen the Rookie Heat AU dashboard before, this is it. This is yours free. The link is in the comment section and also the description below. All you need to do is go file, make a copy, and it's your own. The reason that I love it so much is that this is all the data that we need in order to make better decisions for what we want to buy into and what it is that we want to sell. So you can see here we've got our card type, we've got our buy price, we've got our date that bought, date sold, we've got our sold price, any shipping or selling costs, days to sell then auto-calculates, profit auto-calculates, profit margin auto-calculates, and I've hidden the buyers and the tags in here, but these also show you the similarities and commonalities between your best cards. Now the two cards that I want to show you, one is this Cooper Flag, Topps Chrome, Green Raywave out of 99, and the other is this VJ Edgecombe X-Fractor. Now what I'm going to do is lower, I've got these paired side to side so that you can see them for yourself, but the one thing that I want to bring your attention to is sold price is typically what everybody looks at. It's the number that they focus on. It's the revenue. So if I were to look at this dashboard as a whole, I'd be like, hey, in the last 6 months, we've done close to $39,000 in revenue. That's outstanding, yeah? But the reality of things, what I'm actually interested in is what I kept in my own pocket. And that is our profit or our profit margins. So if I went through this list and all I did was look at the winners of, hey, what had the highest sold price? What had the most revenue for the business? And I used that as the North Star to make my buying decisions. Well, I'd actually go through and see that those cards tend to have the lowest profit margins. So whilst the revenue is really high on them, which is nice, they don't actually help me achieve the goal that it is for a business and for myself personally that I have for this. Okay, so let's have a look at these two cards back to back. Okay, so you can see here we've got the Cooper Flag Green Raywave, bought it for $1,500, and I've got the VJ X-Fractor which I got for $2 as part of another deal. Now what's really interesting is the Flag Raywave at the time of my purchasing, these were the last two recent sales, which is why I looked at it and I've gone, hey, you know what? This has trended up from around the $1,200 mark. If I can get in at this price point, I feel really good about it. Okay, we're at a good time of the year. Coop's on a run where he's going to win Rookie of the Year. This is just going to continue to trend up. That hypothesis was wrong because what happened after that was all of these sorts of sales started to come in, which didn't necessarily cool the market, but it more set the market baseline. It set a more accurate comp for this card. So as you can see here, when I exited on it, I still got more than comps, but I only recuperated what my cost was because it was a private sale, so I didn't have any fees or shipping costs, which is good because if I did, I would have taken a small loss on this. But you can see that it took me 73 days to sell. I didn't actually make any profit from it, so I didn't make any margin on it. Okay, the tags, it was a prospect player. It was an out of less than out of 99. It was a parallel, it was a Green Raywave, and it was from a mid-tier set, it was Topps Chrome. When I look at the VJ X-Fractor, which I got, these at the time were around $12, $15. So I got it at a really good price because it was part of a bulk deal. But as you can see, I sold it for $30. That is a much better business decision. Yes, there were $5 shipping fees involved with this. It only took 4 days to sell though, so the turnaround was a lot quicker. And the profit on this was $23, which is a little over 75%. Overall, it's a lower tier card. However, in the purposes of the business, it was actually a better card for us. So whilst the Flag Green Raywave out of 99 was a really nice showcase card, hey, look at the sorts of cards that we've got here, which do serve a purpose. At the end of the day, it took a heck of a lot longer to sell. because the market at that sort of price range is a lot smaller. And on this, the profit margin was a lot lower. Even if I'd sold it for, say, $50 profit, we're still not looking at the same profit margin. And there's a lot more work that goes into it to try and get that card to move. What I've found from experience is that because of the price point, people want to negotiate more so that they feel like they're getting a better deal because there's more risk involved, because there's more money involved. Now, what I love most about this dashboard is the way that I've set it up. I can come here to fast to sell or most profitable. And when I click on them, it shows me the cards that were fastest to sell. And when I have the tags allowed, it'll show me the tags so that I can look at what are the commonalities between these that help them sell the fastest. So if my goal was liquidity and volume and velocity, I'd come here. But we're interested in profit. So I can see here, these are the top 10 most profitable cards that I had. And then here's 11 all the way down to 40. So what I can do is you can see here that I've got the VJ X Fractor allowed. All of these other cards have these tags applied to them as well, specific for that card. So I would be able to look at this and be like, oh, Bobby Witt Jr., he was an elite player. That's a mint slab. It was a parallel from a mid-tier set. JJ was a breakout player. This is an RPA. It's numbered out of or less than 99. This is from a mid-tier set as well. Oh, here's Anthony Edwards. This is a superstar player. This is a parallel. This is a gem mint 10. This is from a mid-tier set. Oh, here's Matas. This is a breakout player. This is a numbered out of less than 49. This is an auto. This is a parallel. This is from a mid-tier set. So I could start to see what are the tags that show up the most so that when I go to buy into new cards, I can look for the card designs that meet that tag criteria. It just makes the process so much simpler and so much easier. It's not even funny. And the reason that I love those two tabs is that the profit margin tells you if the deal was good. Okay, so this most profitable tab, it's telling me that all of these were good buying and selling decisions, right time to buy in, right price to buy in at, right player to buy, right card design to buy, and the right time to sell based on catalyst events, exit windows, and those sorts of things. But this fastest time to sell, these days to sell, what they tell me are how many times a year I can do it. Because if I can shorten that time to sell and maximize the profit, well, now we have a winning formula and a winning combination. Because cards that take a long time to sell, that is capital that is locked in your inventory. Okay, we can't go and buy more cards if we have that capital tied up, which is one of the reasons that Cooper Flag Green Ray Wave out of 99 wasn't the best decision. I honestly thought that it was going to move quite quick. I thought there would be a lot of demand around it and it would be very liquid. It did have a lot of demand around it, but it was really hard to move. So that $1,500 for 2.5 months was locked up, where I could have bought into so many other cards that had a higher profit margin, lower revenue, but a quicker time to sell, and we could have kept the flywheel moving a heck of a lot quicker. That would have been a much, much better situation to be in. So if there's one thing that I want you to take away from this, it is this. Stop counting what came in. Stop counting revenue and start looking at your profit margins and what you made. Then look at how quick you were able to create that margin. Profit margin and days to sell. 2 columns, 2 numbers, they're the things that matter most. The one that we're most concerned about is profit margin, because we don't care if cards sell really quick if the profit margin isn't there. That's the whole scoreboard. They are the 2 biggest numbers that I use when running and building Rookie Heat AU. So every buy that I now make a moving forward has to meet those 2 criteria. I can go to my spreadsheet, I can look at those 2 tabs, and I can look for the tags of what's moving the fastest for me and what's moving with the most profit, and do these cards that I'm looking at have those same tags and fit those criteria. If it's a yes, cool, I'm in. If there's a no, or if there's some semblance of a no, then that's when I pause, reflect, and say, hey, is there a better choice for me right now? And the beautiful thing is that when I started doing all of this, the decision making got so much simpler. And the reason for that was there was more data. So there's less thinking, there's less guessing, there's less overwhelm, there's less second guessing as well, because I can go, this is what worked for me in the past, it's going to work for me in the future. And if it doesn't, was it just an anomaly? Because it's not always going to be perfect. Or is this extra data that I can use to make the decision making better? Okay, it's not easier, it's simpler. They are two different things, and that's the whole point. So if you've been selling cards for a while and you couldn't tell me your profit margin off the top of the head, that's okay. It's not a character flaw, it's just a sign that this system has been missing. So what I want you to do is I want you to take my system, I want you to take this dashboard and use it for yourself. As I said at the start of this video, you can get a copy of this for free. It's in the description, it's in the first comment. All you need to do is click file, make a copy, and it's yours. Everything auto-populates. You just input your own cards, the buy date, the prices, when you sold it, what you sold it for, the tags, and it will auto-populate everything for you. And once you see your numbers, the next natural question that's going to come up is, okay, well, what should I be buying? And that's exactly what I'm going into in the next video, what it is that I buy, and the 90% of the market that I completely ignore. And as always, guys, if you want the market intel and the reads that I'm seeing every single day, or more business growth, business systems, business intel, I'm sharing it daily over on Instagram. Go and have a look and follow us at RookieHeatAU. Okay? As always, thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for being here with us. I appreciate you tremendously. And remember, the one number that matters the most are your profit margins. I'll see you in the next video.